The man behind Cole and Dylan Sprouse's success has been caught again going after minors. Nathan Mitchell, aka Joshua Werkman, was responsible for creating Zach and Cody and controlling their careers until he was caught and arrested for a nasty crime. He escaped to Los Angeles after that and changed his name, but now he's making headlines again with a new victim. So let's get into it. Once upon a time, there was a creepy agent in Hollywood who not only worked with children, but preyed on children as well. He went by the name Josh Werkman, and he actually represented the Sprouse twins, Dylan and Cole, for many years. This was until he was exposed for harming children and then found himself in big trouble. That was until he decided to go and change his name to Nathan Mitchell. And today I wanted to do an update on what happened to this man and how he was caught again. Like at this point, sentence him to death because he is a monster. I did a video about the dark life of Cole and Dylan, and in this video we spoke about Josh. One of you guys decided to email me and share an update that he is now going under the name Nathan Mitchell. He's working as an EMT and he's been caught doing the same nasty things again. Before I give you guys the latest news, I want to give you a reminder of who Josh is. Jump scare. Okay, what is up with this guy? He looks like a man that can't accept his age. Like he's pulling his hat over to hide his wrinkles and likes to work with children. Unfortunately, there's like no pictures of Josh or Nathan or whatever you want to call him online. I tried to do my due diligence, look for Facebook and things like that, but he's probably been smart about it, knowing what he's been convicted of in the past, not wanting to leave a paper trail online. Taking you guys back to March 2008, child star manager Josh had pled no contest to a misdemeanor child touching and sale of alcohol beverage to a minor. Wait, so not only is he doing creepy things with this victim, but also feeding them alcohol?
They were put at risk by Disney by being forced to work with a sex offender. The Sprouse twins have definitely run into issues a lot, where in 2008 their manager was arrested for child molestation. And this was from their agent Josh Werkman, who in 2008 pled guilty to selling alcohol to a minor as well as molestation.
Now, this entire case went to court, and it was disclosed that both Cole and Dylan Sprouse were not, they write in bold, not involved in the case. Part of me is not buying that. I'll tell you guys why in a moment, but it looks like Josh's lawyer said Josh admitted that he annoyed an individual who is a minor and provided that person with alcohol on the day in question. He acknowledged that he used bad judgment on that occasion, which is why he pleaded no contest to the two charges. This article is reporting Josh as their theatrical manager who controlled the careers of Cole and Dylan Sprouse. It also looks like he produced two of their movies as well, so he was really close with these twins. And I actually googled like how old they would have been back in 2007 because he was caught up in 2008 and they would have been 15 years old, which unfortunately, looking at this pattern of Josh/Nathan's past, it looks like they're right in that age range that he typically tries to go after. Now, court documents show that his case got dismissed in 2011. Why? Then he petitioned for a certificate of rehabilitation and a pardon in 2020. Then he decided to change his name to Nathan Mitchell. I wonder where he got that name from. Like, did he just make it up? I mean, I know there's an actor named Nathan Mitchell, no relation to this guy. Josh made a lot of money off the Sprouse twins. He was behind their merchandising company on top of their movies. He said it's about a lifestyle, it's about products, it's not just about clothing. Essentially, he wanted to make the Sprouse twins like the next Mary-Kate and Ashley. Josh/Nathan discovered the Sprouse twins when they were 8 years old. He said, I used to be a talent agent in New York and I found the twins after Big Daddy and then started working with them. I didn't sign them right away. I knew that when I met them, there was something big in store for these kids, but I couldn't put my finger on it. In 2001, it looks like he left his agency, the talent agency, and became the sole manager of the Sprouse twins, dedicating his time strictly to them. You guys know history repeats itself, which is why we're talking about Josh or Nathan today. Now, it looks like this situation went down in Pennsylvania. State police investigating allegations of indecent harm against EMT involved with youth football. So he went from working with kids in Hollywood to go and working with kids on a football team in a small town. Now, I tried to Google where this went down, and it looks like it happened in a city like right outside of Pittsburgh. Shout out to all the people living in Pennsylvania there. Make sure you guys stay clear of any Joshes or Nathans or whatever his next name will be. What do you think his next name will be? Josh, Nathan, maybe like a Thomas. Ooh, sorry to all the Thomases out there. Reports say a local EMT has been placed on leave over allegations of harming at a youth football program. Wait, on leave? I mean, if there are allegations, just go ahead and fire the man. I would not want him around anyone who's in a vulnerable state. Like, who knows what they like he could do to them. Like, imagine you're like in a ambulance, like the EMT, you're strapped down, then you've got like some weirdo touching you. No, thank you. It actually looks like the Pennsylvania State Police are investigating several allegations, so more than just one victim. They were first notified of the accusations on the evening of August 24th, and he was arrested, I believe, on September 4th. Quality EMS also confirmed that the EMT Nathan Mitchell had been employed as a part-time staff member for 2.5 years. He's currently on leave. There are no reports of allegations or known incidents related to the EMT during his course of his duties at Quality EMS. So, interesting. So they're saying that like he has been with them for 2 years as an EMT, but there are no reports of allegations for known incidents in relation to him during the course of his duties. So does that mean that these crimes occurred 2.5 years, or does this mean that the Quality EMS like company just wants to wash their hands of him and try to make it seem like they're not supporting a known predator? Currently, it looks like the school district is also looking into this investigation, saying that he will not be granted any access to any of the buildings or facilities at this time. So again, it looks like he's being placed on leave, but they didn't even say leave. I would not want my kids to go to this school district. 11 Investigates obtained court records that show Nathan Mitchell, who has been known as Joshua Werkman, pleaded no contest to misdemeanor child crimes back in California in 2008. And I don't know how this doesn't come up on any background checks, like either as an EMT or working for the school, but it's probably because he changed his name. Now, Channel 11 in Pennsylvania spoke to some of the football moms there. One of them confirmed that she heard rumors about Nathan, Josh's past, and they were going around. She said everyone's talking about it and they're concerned. But she had no idea that there had been new allegations. Okay, so then when did these go down? I don't really believe the Quality EMS company that he works for. She said, oh my God, that's terrifying. That's really, really concerning. Quality EMS claims that he did pass both federal and state background checks. The mom said, as somebody who gets those clearances, I don't understand how that's possible. Mars youth football program had no comment about the situation, and Channel 11 attempted to reach out to Mr. Nathan Mitchell. They called his phone number that they believed belonged to him. A woman answered and said no one by that name lived there, or by Joshua's name. They also attempted to knock on his door, but he lives in a gated community. Gated community? How are you affording that? You are a known criminal. Like, I don't, I'm like stuttering my words. Like, what do you mean gated community? He needs, by gated community, he needs that gated in that prison. That's the only type of gate he's going to get, these big metal bars. What's so scary about Josh or Nathan's story is that it's far too common, and it happens a lot, especially within the industry. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't change his name and just continue working at Hollywood. He must be really bad and really guilty for the fact that he like moved out to Pennsylvania. But this isn't the first time that Dylan and Cole have been surrounded by really problematic people. We've talked about Brian Peck before on my channel, the man who harmed Drake Bell from Nickelodeon. It's a really disturbing story, and I don't want to harp on it, but I want to remind you guys that like he went to jail for what he had done to Drake, and then immediately after he was fired from Nickelodeon, went to jail, he went and he worked at Disney with these twins, and who knows what like between Josh, Nathan, and Brian Peck, what they could have gone through.
It's not even close to the worst story where Disney had Dylan and Cole work with Brian Peck. And Brian Peck was a minor actor who worked for Nickelodeon who went to jail for 16 months for involving a 15-year-old boy who also worked for Nickelodeon. But where this gets absolutely insane is Disney hired Brian Peck to work on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody a year after he got released from prison.
It is a sick and disturbing story, and thank you to that person who emailed me about this because it's a nice reminder. If anyone knows Josh or Nathan, go and send this video to anyone out there that may come into contact with him because it's a PSA. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. I saw this and I immediately wanted to update you guys. So I want to hear what you guys think. It's so scary. Like imagine like you don't know who could be, the coach on your kid's football team. You don't know who could be the EMT picking you up in like a tragedy and then possibly taking advantage of you. Yeah, I stand down on that. He needs a real intense sentencing. But also, not many news articles are not going to pick this up. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of times the ones that go after like kids like get away with it, which is really disturbing. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.